Students, we'll read the second chapter of geography. We'll continue the second chapter of geography, and today in this chapter, we'll continue reading about the conservation of forest and wildlife in India. Students, forest is a resource for economy. It is like a wealth for a nation. How much forest coverage is there in a country? It is that much economically beneficial for their country. Not only for the nation, economical beneficial, it is even important to maintain the ecological balance in the country. Students, we know very well that nowadays, due to shortage of forest area, we are facing so many ecological problems like global warming and so many other things. Now and then we hear, we read in newspaper, we see in news that elephants or other wild animals like tiger and other bear and all, they come to the villages nearby the forest and all. Why do they do so? Because once upon a time those areas were covered thickly with forest. That area might have been the home of those animals, so they come back to those places. Now those places has been cleared, and in those places villages have come up, agricultural land has come up. So to protect this wildlife also, we need to maintain the forest coverage. Students, rapidly the population of wild animals are decreasing. Their main reason for this is that a rapid decline in the forest coverage, forest area. Now here one question arises, that why do we need to conserve our forest and wildlife? What is the need to conserve our forest and wildlife? So the answer for this question is that conservation preserves the ecological diversity and our life support systems like water, air, and soil, without which our life cannot survive. It also preserves the genetic diversities of plants and animals for better growth of species and breeding. So this is the reason why we need to conserve our forest and wildlife, even to maintain the ecological balance. In the year 1960s and 70s, during this period, a committee was formed, and that committee recommended that a national wildlife protection program must be framed, must be followed, must be implemented. And on the recommendation of this committee, in the year 1972, Indian Wildlife Protection Act was implemented with various provisions for protecting habitats of various species. The program was towards protecting the remaining population of certain endangered species by banning hunting, giving legal protection to their habitat, and restricting trade in wildlife. Even the central government also announced several projects for protecting specific animals which were generally threatened, including the tiger, one-horned rhinoceros, the Kashmir stag, three types of crocodiles, that is freshwater crocodile, saltwater crocodile, and the gharials, Asiatic lion, Indian elephant, black buck, which is also known as chinkara, Indian bustard, the great Indian bustard, the snow leopard, etc. All these animals, or you can say species, have been given full legal protection against their hunting and trade throughout in India, in any part, any union territories, all the Indian states. It was passed, this act was passed to protect the wildlife. Because nowadays there are certain animals which we see them only in some zoo parks, zoological parks, or only we can see them in pictures or movies, or we can see their remains or models in various museums, but in real now they are not existing because of various human activities like deforestation, hunting, poaching, even we can say climatic changes. So many reasons, so many factors are there. Now, similarly, to protect our national animal, that is tiger, Project Tiger was launched in the year 1973 because the authorities realized that the tiger population has declined to 1827, which was estimated around 55,000. Imagine, from 55,000 it has come to 1827, around 2000 only. Why so? This is because of all hunting, poaching activities. The trade of tiger skin and the use of their bones in traditional medicines, especially in the Asian countries, made tiger population to decline. Killing of tigers for these all activities, because of which the tiger population declined. Now, to maintain the level of population of tiger, to increase the tiger population, Project Tiger, one of the well published wildlife campaign in the world, not only in India, it in the world, many parts of the world, many countries, they adopted in the year 1973. Initially, at the beginning, when this project was launched, it showed little success as the population started increasing. But in 1993, the population of tiger had again dropped to 3,600, from 4,000 to 3,600. In India, we have around 27 tiger reserves, which is covered or which is spread over 37,761 square kilometer of area. Some of them are like Corbett National Park in Uttarakhand, Sundarban National Park in West Bengal, which is famous for Royal Bengal tigers, Bandhavgarh National Park in Madhya Pradesh, Sariska Wildlife Sanctuary in Rajasthan, Manas Tiger Reserve in Assam, Periyar Tiger Reserve in Kerala are some of the tiger reserves which are found in India. Now, it is very essential to protect and conserve these wildlife species. One of them even is one-horned rhinoceros, which is only found in Assam in India, that is also in Kaziranga National Park. Now, this animal, one-horned rhinoceros, has been prone to the poachers for their skin, for the bones. So, it became very much necessary to protect these animals from poaching activity and hunting and to maintain the ecological balance. So, students, that's all for today. We'll continue tomorrow.